the Boom CEO himself, put a bit of a tweet out earlier today. He tagged Ana in it, and he said, "Hey Ana, I played 3 Dota games yesterday, and I see 3 undying carries. Please pick proper carries today." He's in a position to be able to prevent that farm from happening.
Top lane, here we go. Finally, they're going to move towards Evolution. He's got the X's in, ready to rock and roll for our first kill and our first ultimate of the game, as Cuckoo will be able to TP out before secures the kill onto Zephyr. And now they can put some pressure into the tier 1 tower top.
Pop the tombstone to bottom, but they're not going to get too much value out of that one either. So, is this tower going to be fine? They're going for a little bit of a dive here onto Natsumi, and he's going to get out, realizing that there's no stuns to be able to stop him from making his greatest. Might even be baiting Natsumi in this lane a little bit, but he's...
Some movement out, and now Zephyr's going to be able to get the jump in as well. So off to the left side, can easily follow up, and that's not the blink reveal you're looking for at all on Polaris.
Did he even blink though? Did they know? Because he was the one that got hookshot. You never know. I feel like the way that they were playing was very conscious of the fact that, look, Axe hasn't had item progression in quite some time.
Here for the R.
Been the plague of my pubs, I'll tell you that much. But I mean, any kind of spellcasting style is going to be pretty good against the Necro, right? At least until he picks up the Lotus Orb. You just want to make sure that you're able to get those slows in onto him and enable the Primal Beast, enable the Skywrath, enable the Axe to be able to provide that little bit of extra damage coming through. So I wouldn't hate to see him go at least to begin with, because you have the Death Prophet that's going to be able to provide you with a little bit of push for another kill attempt. So Topless Toy mid into the Mystic Flare.
White one, great positioning.
They didn't get the chop
off, and they don't have enough damage to chop him down, so Cuckoo's going to get some help back to the mode, but Lelouch, he's charging onto the tier 1 tower. The Scythe is not enough to secure the kill, but with Ana moving on over to join the team fight, he'll slowly be able to bring down the Death Prophet. Polaris, they don't...
How the heal amplification aspect is now might be going down on the bottom side, probably will be.
This is the big issues with a hero like the Axe. You go this blink second item, and if you do not get kills, your game can really start to fall behind. He's doing okay. I mean, I guess you take a look at the counterpart. He's almost 1,000 behind his offlaner, but T1, they have this lineup where...
Sorry, hold on. I just want to talk about this replay. So they get the hook, they get everything off here, but look at how he uses the Shallow Grave. He uses the Shallow Grave and instantly gets the heal afterwards. He's using it like the additional heal bonus just to put to the 4-star. I understand why, just
the clockwork. So a decent kill. Second kill of the game as well. Keep in mind, you get a little bit of armor off the back of that. They're going to try to TP down to deal with Thompson, but T1's read in regards to the core's positioning have been very solid through this game.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, though, it's going to get to this point where the 4-star is good against the Skywrath, of course, and all of the different lockdown that they've got. I really want to see him get a Holy Locket on Whitemon, just to provide that first heal, and it's going to get even more impactful once you get that Shallow Grave maxed out. When he used it previously, it was just the 2% heal amp. Now it's up to 6, soon it'll be 8. And, so impactful for how you're able to dodge out that Culling Blade damage.
T1, they're on the hunt. Ranked up as 3. We're going to try and get some control down by the triangle as well. A successful team fight will net them Roshan. Have this capability thanks to the Flesh Golem along with the Tombstone. So Polaris, they have to be perfect, and DD is going to make that much easier. Smoke will pop though, so they see Thompson in the river.
Almost feels like you have to go first on the Primal Beast to try and find Whitemon just to start the fight.
What a jump! The damage is just not there. Thompson's repositioned. The North Link's going to be okay. They'll kill up 2 members on Polaris, and now they'll swarm towards the remaining members' location as AU stuck inside the pit. A side to bring him down, and it's all tier 1's ball game now. 3 kills into the H's advantage. This is looking really scary for Radiant.
It is indeed that double damage coming in clutch there for Thompson, being able to turn.
He's up the high ground, just waveforming aggressively.
Quick Swarm, they're going to put themselves up there to try and keep this one pushed out. Of course, Arkwarden, one of the best high ground defenders in the game.
Of course. Nice use of the core. They're going to be able to blow him up. The Cole is there. So they deal with the first life, and that might push T1 out of the base now. They did commit a decent amount to kill it. Mystic Flare, not the longest cooldown, but it gives them a bit of a window if T1 wanted to stick around to deal some damage, but they've had enough. And that was a really nice play from Polaris. They baited their lives on the Tombstone, recognizing that Ana was probably going to kill it up with a Soul Rip, and maybe Thompson was going to jump, and Force was instantly there with the call.
Careful with Natsumi's positioning. He's picked up that Blink Dagger for himself. I wonder if this is even just a way to keep himself a little bit safer in the side lanes, because I'm not seeing a ton of value come out for him, right? When you're just out there in the middle of a team, top of the Aegis, and I mean, how close are we to these Lotuses? I feel like that's the only thing we're waiting for.
Force gets it on. It's on to Ana. Right. The burst's going to be enough.
All right.
Okay. Very, very big pickoff. That's thanks to the ward on the cliff. Around the triangle, they were able to scout out Ana's position. I was just singing the praises of T1, saying that Polaris were doing a really good job to pull them across the map, but we were seeing no mistakes out of T1 until now. Ana goes down for the first time this game.
Give any kind of streak over, he hasn't got a single kill up until this point, so could have been better for Polaris, but I think they're going to be very happy to claim that gem back, try and get a little bit of map control. But again, he's up in 30 seconds. He didn't pop any cooldowns because they burst him 100 to 0 as they need to. Like, I feel PA persona.
Davies? Nice pick off. Be able to kill off the Sky. So as soon as they see the Sky Mage call it out, forced to use the Tombstone just to give them some vision. But as soon as they see that T1 members surround the Sky, instantly you see the other lanes getting shot.
Just trying to keep healthy, but magnetic field. Able to get this kill.
The follow-up's going to be there. Thompson, forced not getting away from as well. Thompson knows no fear for the hook. Zephyr, close and 3. Scythe onto the axe, but it's going to buy back. They're going to look to rejoin the fight, T1. They have to respect the base defense out of Polaris. And look at them not overcommitting. The discipline onto T1. They will not continue with the dive. They're going to back up as soon as they see the buyback out of Force and go for the objectives.
Rockthrow trying to do his best to push it out, but what are they waiting for?
They're going to try and pull up Ana. They're able to do so, but Force, that's a dieback on your axe. That's all the initiation out of Polaris, and now they're in trouble. It's Thompson. He's still got the Aegis. A waveform into the middle, but the Pulverizer into the turnaround. Thompson, he looks unkillable at the moment. Another Grave into the heal up. They might be able to deal with the first side, but look at the Satanic lifesteal. Thompson back in fighting shape. They'll charge him. The stun control might be enough this time, but as soon as I say that, Thompson's back up to full health. They only tickled the beast, and onto the tier 4 towers they go.
That was without even the active on the Satanic as well. He was just right-clicking. That's how strong he is, along with that Paladin sword. He'll end up dropping. You've got 2 minutes left on the Aegis, so you don't want to expend it. And yep, there we go. Pops the Satanic, full HP again. Once more, you don't have the axe, you don't have the damage. As Ana, he's putting himself out there. Fall back. Can't die. He's going to wait for me.
Look at the Aegis for another minute 30, and so plenty of time still to stick in the base, and Thompson's going to make another call to try and beat onto the T4 towers. They know with Force on without the hands of the axe, it's very difficult for Polaris to get that initiation. They can't even kill him, man. They can't even kill him. Mystic Flare, look at the voice line out of Thompson as well. Very cute indeed. Polaris just prodding their heads against the wall time and time again. But the Morphling takes the tier 4 down. The throne's exposed. No one is going to die in tier 1 on this last assault.
Last chance with the axe.
Is alive. That's an incredible job.
Damage.
For the core. There's no damage there. T1 sustain is too much for Polaris to handle. What a well-executed game 1 coming out from Dyer. The throne will pop shortly. See, it's going to be an incredible jump to stall this one out. It has to be perfect, and it's only onto the Morphling. They haven't even killed off the first life. The amount of times I've said that through this team fight. Oh my lord. Finally. How can they set up for round 2? Simpsons, Pulverize. They might have the damage. No way. They finally get him. And AU's going to try and charge onto Ana as well, who's locked inside the base. Buyback, I believe, on Ana. And Okuku as well is stuck in no man's land. So Polaris, they're on the board. Force gets a jump. The missing clear out with the burst potential to take control. It needs to be perfect. And they're coming down throughout the can stand his ground. Beat onto Polaris. They've even got Ana nearby too. 4,400 health on the Undying. Just chunking down one member after the next. As T1 has survived the last attempt. And now they can walk it down to close out game 1.
But
I don't know. Let's see. The next, the Pagan Burst as well. They might be able to deal with the first side. They'll drop the coal, but the counter initiation's going to come out. Instantly Zephyrs into the middle to try and disrupt them. Pushing back Polaris so Thompson can respawn and set himself up for round 2. As Polaris have successfully killed off the Aegis advantage, but can they kill him another time inside the base?
do they need to even go on T1? Like, can they not just wait for a mistake to come out from Polaris? You've got Megas
That could be a mistake. Xavier's he moves a little bit too far forward. Arna's going to be in with the right clicks. Tombstone dropped. And now with the throw and exploded T1, they could just make the call to deal with the buildings instead of the heroes. Arna, well, he wants more blood. He wants to stack up the decay. Protected with the BKB and the Lotus ult for the moment. It's going to be cautious how low he falls. But the T's giving the bonus ult back for the moment. So Arna's going to be okay.
Throne's exposed.
They'll successfully retreat inside the base, but the Throne's falling fast. The bubble will buy them some time, some valuable seconds.
Stubble available again. They got 5 with the Octarine. Want to be spamming out these abilities off cooldown. I think again, they found Thompson.
Beautiful force stop once again out to the right side. Thompson's going to be alright. They've been able to reposition. They need to keep their eyes towards the throne because it's falling low with the creep. Thompson, he can just wave for him in. A bubble once again along with the cliff. Kill off Zephyr, but then Meatball killed down in the grave. Force is going to try and find an angle to the middle along with AU, but no way to protect the throne. Thompson, he'll wave for him in, killing off Natsumi, who's got a buyback. There's way too many creeps inside the base. Not enough. Is under cover of the invis. He does have the lead, so the sky behind her at the moment. He might be able to get a rebound target to back to safety, but the chain control is perfect from T1 along with the damage. This will open up bottom now. Cuckoo's also going to be in some trouble. Oh no, they missed the stun though. Will not have the opportunity to be able to take out. The curse can always stop that. Oh no! Lord. Let's see if he goes for the TPR. I think they'll still have the damage to get the kill afterwards. Looks like they will. Cuckoo's not even going to make the attempt. They might lose AU. Braves will buy him some time, but in the end, at least they get the tier 1 tower here for Cuckoo.
Indeed. Creating a lot of space out on the map. What I was saying before is you've got the potential of that curse once the Helm of the Overlord's available, so that's just another added benefit of the illusions. And I mean, you could kind of do the same with the Tempest double, but you want to be able to like leave something in the lane, like the Mjolnir active onto one of these creeps from the Tempest double, so that it's a lot easier.
I understand. I don't particularly know how he
got there.
That's a streak
Maybe
that they...
That might have been a bait from Ana. Putting himself out there. He's kind of low. No, they haven't actually used the Mystic Flare. Maybe thinking they could get the solo kill. Can see a lot of this movement coming out from T1. Whitemon playing down here alongside Ana, so they're not going to commit too many heroes. Are rushing instead. Tries to go for the solo pickoff and jump away. Looks like it won't be effective enough, where he gets caught out with the ramples, but definition of space created, right?
Understood.
They just given over to Lelouch. Their keepers are coming out. They've finally caught the pesky bug that has been a nuisance in their side. AU needs the vision, and they'll find it. They were waiting with the curse, anticipating was going to try and BKB TP out, and they'll stop that in its tracks. And now they can look to put some pressure onto the T2 tower, and more than likely claim all the outer towers.
There's only so much time that you can wait. That's the thing, right? Like, he was literally about 1.5.
It's under attack.
Polaris even more patient. They can catch him out. Thompson, he's going for the rat play. He's trying to kill Xavier's here, but Old Embrace should be able to save him all as well.
They're going to move in. The Bedlam from Zephyr gets the kill, but going to sacrifice his own life, and it feels like the end. Polaris, the Hapster. Stick around. Cuckoo, jump in, pressure. Reactions. He gets the wall, but look at the damage. Oh my lord, this lean with the MKB completed. Lelouch is just right-clicking him again. Force is on to Thompson. A Hurricane Pipe will get some distance to Polaris. They don't want to dive under the tower. Maybe with the song will buy them some time to reset. Force will have to put the jump out.
The blink away from the wife, it meant that it was interrupted. Still able to get away. after a buyback coming.
The smoke pops, which just chuck up his song, and Ana is completely surrounded with BKB. A hope and a prayer, but Force with the Abyssal Blade will stop the escape instantly. And he too, they can walk it down.
They didn't even begin to attempt to try and save him. It was just, sorry guys, I'm dead. I tried to keep this lane pushed out, delay it, but just that little bit further, but it's like T1. It's too much. They're down a core. 6 lives essentially running out of them.
They're going to try and block the first life without committing too heavily. Look at the jump in from Force, so straight on Thompson's location. They kill the Arc Warden, it's game. Thompson's down, that's a dieback. And now Force is going on for more. What a incredible Marcy performance coming through from the offlaner of Polaris. I've been incredibly impressed with how he's been able to start these fights time and time again for the boys on Radiant. And it looks like we will be getting a game 3 out of this series.
Mentioned that he would just need to do a little bit too much to be able to pull it off for them, and I mean, he has delivered in spades. They're going to try for this last defense coming through. Terrorize keeps getting pumped back. They want to try and wait for Ana to be respawning. Maybe now they need to use that Terrorize. Just a little bit of time. Just like damage still though. Curse again.
Beautiful curse to close this one out as Polaris